We're back. Apologies, everyone here. Missed a few stuff here. Kachal's just been off. Apologies for that. I also lost audio and then it wouldn't start streaming when I reloaded. So
yeah, while we weren't in the lobby, Junior managed to get past Bottler at the end of the straight round one. Beautiful move from Junior. It's unfortunate that it wasn't on the string. I'm sure he will have clipped it. But yeah, back to racing. Sorry about that, guys. Hope you can get back in the stream alright.
I think our Twitch is having problems, to be honest. I now can't even see the stream at all. Right, so Kachal's just been off, unfortunately. He's back down into the pits, hard tyres to the end. Apart from that, everyone's actually strung out a little bit. Bottler's on the back of Bodder. Or Bottler's on the back of Maniac, sorry. He's got damage as well.
Quaker up to 4th.
Yeah, good stuff from Quaker. Covering a little bit. Cuddy in firm control though up at the front ahead of Webb. He's got about 4 seconds now.
Yep, Daniel up to 7th as well. 15th, I believe. Good charge from him. Not sure how many.
Right, stream's back up.
Just look at these pits.
Right, again, apologies for that minor blip that we've had. I've never really had that before. I've had that before, but only in 5 lappers, so a little bit of a problem, but we're back underway again. Only thing that has changed is Skachal unfortunately had a mistake that we saw. Quaker's up to 4th ahead of both Renaults and now setting off ahead of Carlin. Cuddy still leads over Webber. Junior's got past, Junior and Maniac have got past Bottler in the top 10. So, have a look. And Quaker at the moment seems to be the only one making the moves top notch at the moment.
Yeah, he still does. He's right up behind Carlin.
And big slide out of turn 11. Yeah, Quaker seems to be the more composed. He's getting things together, but he'll be into 3rd, but then he's got another 5 seconds nearly. The Webber and then his teammate. Carlin's already in. Okay, early stop. Surely there's some hard tyres. Let's see. Yep, hard tyres. I reckon there'll be quite a push to take those to the end. And at the moment, it's kind of a quiet race, to be honest, Tom. Not just this is the quietest F4 has been. The only battle at the moment is Maniac behind Junior. So you got Connor. You got Connor trying to recover, but he's down in 16th at the moment.
Yeah, they have spread out a bit.
This is the most spread out I've seen F4. There's always a safety car. It's only on lap 12.
Yeah, been shut down.
Nice.
Sorry to everyone that's back in the chat. We had some sound issues there, and then getting the stream back up, but they all seem to be back, so let's enjoy this race while it's going.
Porter. Oh, Porter sped in the pit lane. Just making his scheduled stop. Hard tyres to the end. Simple enough, but that speeding penalty is not going to help him at all. Butler's in as well. Carlin's still on for a good result. Carlin, a net P4, I think, at the moment.
Catastrophe with a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him.
Again, Cuddy at the front. I haven't really watched him for a while, but he's in control really. He's got the gap on Webber. Had obviously a little bit from the start. Not notch, but as soon as he's got that past.
I've just been looking at the two of them, and of the two of them, Webber's got 100% ERS at the moment, so he's managing his ERS. Just wondering if he's waiting for his in and out laps to really push. Try and get him the cut on Kid Cuddy.
Contrastovi's in.
He's going to need it for 5 seconds. Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong with these hard tyres. Maybe they're all comfortable. They all seem assured that they can take 21 laps, I think, by the looks of it. Where is Gonchastovi? He's behind Carlin. Is he going to be ahead of Porter? Just ahead of Porter.
Yeah, I think the only ones that are going to struggle on the hard might be Bodder, Koala and Ted First. They've done quite a few laps already on them. Sure how long they
Bodder
can
pit
go.
on the first lap.
He pitted quite early, I think.
Mm.
No.
That would be quite nicely, actually, if that's the case.
He started on the hard by the looks of it.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, Connor pitted early. Kachal's already been on them 4 laps. Connor down in 14th. Slower lap from Cuddy. Webber slightly quicker. He's starting to use his ERS a little bit more as Webber. He's cut the gap a little bit, but at the moment, still 4.5 seconds. Junior's in. Yeah, this is all unusually quiet for F4 at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
Not normally like this. A bit like a real life F1 race.
Bottlow's the closest at the moment, trying to get to that DRS of Scotsman. Different tyres, so he should be able to close that gap a little bit. He's running a bit over the grass there. He's in DRS. Oh, he's lost it.
Junior's come out in 9th meantime, so still in the top 10, so still good solid result so far, but still only just under halfway. Still plenty of this race to go. And as we've seen before, a safety car can change absolutely everything. Bunch everybody up. That notorious turn 5, anybody can drop it at that point. We've already seen a couple of people.
Yeah. Koala on the back of Ted First.
See, Ted is down in 15th. Another big slide. See, that's the problem with turn 5. You turn into that corner and the car just doesn't want to agree.
And naturally,
Wakeman and Daniel are in.
Wall on the inside. It's not a nice feeling. Hits from the top runners, Daniel and Quaker, yeah.
Hey, well, Maniac's having a good solid race at the moment. He could get into the points. To wait until everyone has pitted, I think. And Quaker's actually lost out to both Renaults. They've both done the undercut on him. Because he was ahead of the Renaults, wasn't he, before they pitted?
Yeah, he got through them, did he? Yeah, he had got past them.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a setback for Quaker. See if he can recover. Big slide from Porter in front of him. Porter was very lucky to get that back together. Some battles finally. Junior on the back of Daniel as well. Both just pitted. All Junior very deep in the chicane and on the exit. That's cost him time. The leaders are in. Ah, Webber. No.
That's not what you want to see from one of the leaders. That's cost him probably a podium.
Oh. Yellow first set to 2. Butler's been off. Oh no! Oh, why? No, he just pulled out right in front of Tedist. That's teammates. Oh goodness me, that was ugly. Oh, Oh, that's rule number 1. Don't do that.
Junior, meanwhile, catching Daniel. I don't think he's going to be close enough, but he's getting closer and closer. That midfield
Webber
fight.
sped in the pit lane.
Heating
Meantime,
up again.
that's Webber's challenge done, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think
Unless
that is.
Cuddy makes a big mistake. He just cut the gap as well.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Just under 2 seconds. Just under 2 seconds. Yeah. All that good hard work seems to be for nothing. But it's not over yet.
How about that guy? His phone's kind of nearby at the moment. And you're again deep into the chicane. He keeps not the braking there.
Yeah, one of them corners if you don't feel confident going into it. Catch you out.
Ah, Butler's come. And he's in the pits. Jesus. Oh, Tedis is going to be really unhappy with that. Own teammate. Butler lost it. Yep.
Quite get on the back of these Renault. A Porter.
Yeah, Porter's struggling to keep up with Grunt at the moment. Grunt's pulling away. 3 seconds.
Quite gets closing. Don't think he's going to be close enough unless he's going to lick it and send it.
Yeah.
It's better off that.
Also, really, he doesn't like these hard tyres. I don't think this is the chance for Quaker. This would be a brave move. Don't even. No. It's better over. Hey, what? The other Red Oak Catastrophe is right up behind Carlin for third. Yeah.
Closing that gap.
Last step on the podium.
Yeah. Potentially a second.
So we do have.
Close up a bit with this pace.
So we do have some battles.
Yeah,
Front behind Carlin.
Still.
Quaker behind Porter.
Close just at the moment. Quaker Oates in the Red Bull. Porter is defending for his life.
I think Grunt's going to have a go at Carlin into turn 1. Good line from Carlin though. He gets a good exit. Gives him a couple of car lengths. Let's see. On board, Carlin, middle of the road. Oh, bit of a move.
On his side.
Quaker's got past Porter. And is Junior close enough? No, but Quaker is back past Porter and Carlin and Grunt side by side as well, banging. Grunt's still there. Oh, they're still side by side. This is not going to end well. One of you back out, please. No. Just. Oh, it's getting all rough in third place now.
Yeah. I think that's good hard racing.
Grunt used so much ERS, he's almost out of it. Just to try and make that move. He's not going to save it.
Bodder with a 3-second time penalty there. Unfortunate for Bodder. But he is on medium tyres. He's going to be able to close up on these hard runners. Up until winning at least.
Right, so behind. Junior still hasn't got past Daniel. Behind them is Maniac, 9th place. So he's in the points, Maniac, from 16th. As Tedis has called it a day. Not surprised, really. Called it a day. The pits brought Daniel very wide. Penultimate corner. Front close enough for third. I think he is. I think he's going to have a go. Oh. This is gloves off, fighting for third place at the moment.
Yeah, man with the cash saying, let's go Junior. Junior is on the charge at the minute, mate.
Yeah.
Very close at the back of Daniel. Just can't seem to find the way past.
Porter's not letting Quaker go. And Quaker's
Quadra,
slowly catching.
On the inside, into one. Got the move done. Lovely move there from Bodder. On to Vinny and Williams.
Right, so from Vinny, Set to 2. Oh, there's a horse off. It's Scotsman. Turn 5, I think. I think he's clipped the curb on the inside. He's spun it. He's recovered. Was there any damage? I don't think. He's alright. He's in 11th place though. Connor's into the points. Or to a point anyway.
Fantastic. He's close as you want to be. He's gone for it. Late move.
Oh, that was... Oh, frustration, I think. It's creeping in a little bit. That was a bit of a... Oh, he's now looking much more contrastive. He feels he's quicker, but he's got to get the move done properly.
Yeah.
The camera shot as they go through turn 4.
Got nothing else to go at him with. Got to find some way just to tuck him behind him
Scotsman.
and save some of that DRS. Meanwhile, Junior really close to the back of Daniel now. What attempts in it. Much better chicane there from Junior that time. Probably cams you have got. Junior was 3 second time penalty, unfortunately.
A harsh one. But he's just on the curbs.
Haven't seen much in that.
Right, it's back to Catastrophe. See, he had a good run. Carlin got a much better run.
Scotsman with a 3 second time penalty. 22 laps gone already in this race bundle. Crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like there's one more twist. These F4 drivers can maybe provide. As I said, they normally provide these races. 22 laps gone. Cuddy, ever since Cuddy's actually passed Webber, he's had really no trouble. Not seen a mistake. Carlin again, big slide turn 5. I think the real question and the real battle here is who's going to get third. And I wouldn't count out Quaker. These two, every time they get close, every time Catastrophe gets close enough, he goes for a lunge. If they slow each other up, that Red Bull is there. Pick up the pieces.
Yeah, Catastrophe's just kind of eased off. Oh, very wide there.
He went to that. He's pushing really hard, isn't he?
To be able to have saved the DRS the last lap, at least in more than 60%, so he's going to be able to attack him a bit more now.
See, Carlin's saving it as well, all the way to this last corner, and he's not going to overtake. Actually, this might be a chance for Carlin. No, maybe not.
Yeah,
it's not close enough.
Using it when he needs to, Carlin.
And you still cannot get past Daniel. Daniel's not that far behind Porter either.
Cutting up for anyone else. Comms Twitch buggy from Primus.
Oh, Catastrophe was very close up to turn 4. Carlin gets a penalty. Catastrophe hits the grass. Go wide. It was dragging him. Yeah, Twitch is having a few problems at the moment, but we persevere. It's a bit quiet. You maybe want to check penalties.
Yeah,
for these. Because Carlin's just got a penalty, and I'm thinking, does Grunt or Quaker have one?
Kid Cuddy, 1 warning.
Webber has a 5 second, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Carlin has 2 warnings. With no, 2 penalties, sorry, with no more warnings.
Oh, 6 seconds. Grunt.
Catastrophe has 2 warnings and 2 penalties.
Oh, so they're equal. Quaker.
Quaker has 1 penalty with 2 warnings.
Ooh.
Porter's
It has to be
8
close
seconds
again.
worth of penalties. Daniel is clean as a dime.
Oh, Grunt is very close. Again, this is going to be a brave move, trying to go on the outside of turn 4. Oh, they're rubbing on each other, but Grunt's still on the inside. Still can't do it.
Kachow with a
Carlin's
3-second
holding on
time
to
penalty.
this. Ah, Grunt's got another penalty. So he's now on 3. He was on 2, he's now on 3.
Clean as well.
Maniac may jump off. So Quaker's actually got penalty gain on the 2 ahead of him.
So the 8, 9 and 10th are all clean. They're all going to jump up if they can keep the distance, get the distance down. Which they are.
You just sense the frustration on board for Contrastrophe because he feels and I feel that he's quicker, but he cannot find a way through. Is he going to go for the lunge here? He's definitely close enough. Carlin thinks about it. He knows he's going to go for the lunge and go around the outside. Contrastrophe will go for the switchback. In overtake, he's going to go for the lunge. Oh, Carlin was moving across. Oh, side by side, the locking tyres. Contrastrophe finally gets through.
Lovely move there from Contrastrophe. Gets himself up into the podium position for now. Scotsman with a 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, Junior's still struggling to get past Daniel. Just needs just a little mistake from Daniel. You feel like he's going to do it.
He's stuck behind that house driver.
Same with Bodder. Bodder's been behind Vinny for a little while now.
Tim is asking in the chat. Tim is asking in the chat. Junior have does Junior have a 3-second penalty? I believe he's clean.
Yeah.
All right at the moment.
Junior is clean. Same as Maniac.
Apparently there was
and Conatod. Sorry. They're all clean. Look, Junior is because
I was told to look at Bodder for a second, but these 3 at the top.
Yeah,
Carlin's
sorry,
not letting
Junior
go.
has got a penalty now. He must have picked that up in the last couple of laps.
Ah. And you say Daniel's clean or not?
Daniel and Maniac, yeah, they're both clean.
Okay, so Junior does need to get past Daniel, and he still can't. 2 tenths behind. Daniel defending very nicely. Oh, turned in too early there, Junior, but it's alright. Actually better he did that, because then that curve he didn't touch and spin round. Koala's been in the pit. He's got 24 laps on hard tyres, bless him. Oh, Carlin another penalty. They're back even again. These 2 are pushing really hard. And now Quaker definitely Quaker doesn't even have to overtake these 2, and he's got 3rd place. Yeah, Patrona's saying in the chat, Cuddy is just controlling the gap, is going up and down, yeah. He's under no pressure, Cuddy, because he must know Webber has a penalty. Quaker's really close enough for Carlin into turn 1, maybe not. As Maniac has gone for lunge on Junior. And too much.
Yeah, that fight in between Carlin and Contrastrophe's put Quaker back into it.
As I said though, Quaker doesn't need to overtake these 2 because he's got 6 seconds on them, I think.
Yep.
Decent recovery though from Quaker. I mean, by the looks of it, commentator's curse, he's going to lose quite a bit of points on Cuddy, but at least, you know, as it stands, he's only losing about 10. Still on lap 27, it still could be something. A late safety car could change everything. In some ways, I'm almost hoping for one.
Yeah, it has quieted down a bit, but there is still fights on track. Guys looking for moves. Quaker Oats. Junior's fall back a little bit now, and Bodder on Vinny.
What's Cuddy's ERS? Let me just check. Sector 2. Oh, there's a horse off the Scotsman. And there's Cuddy's ERS, by the way, 79%. Scotsman, that was nearly back on the apex. There's Cuddy's ERS.
Struggle to do another 8 laps on them.
Oh, Scotsman's nearly dropped it again. And the other fast Sector 2. Scotsman's had a tough race. Cuddy's completely clean. Webber has a 5-second penalty though. That's why Cuddy's kind of in control. We're just checking the RS between the two. Both around about the same, but Cuddy has a little bit more. For those that wanted to know. There we go. Right, so what is going on here? Maniac on the back of Junior. Koala fastest lap. Soft tyres though. Waker all over the gearbox of Carlin.
And that's going to give Carlin quite a run.
Carlin doesn't have DRS.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
A little touch.
It's because Waker had a dart to the left. He's not giving any run. Oh, he's got a penalty for it.
3 seconds time penalty.
That's a harsh one. Oh, and he's lunging it. Oh no! No, he spun it. No!
No!
Careful!
Oh!
Can't
Wow!
reverse back on. Oh goodness me!
How did Porter miss that? Porter, the reactions of a cat.
Oh, Junior's off.
Junior's lost it.
Maniac and Junior are going side by side. Junior's off into the wall. Oh,
safety car.
Safety. What did I say? I'm so sorry.
My God, Kid Cuddy is going to be
so sorry.
Kicking the pedals.
Oh, that's all blown up. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Junior.
Quaker Oats drive-through penalty. It's all unraveling for him.
Quaker Oats.
He didn't. I'm sorry to say this, but he did not have to make that move on Carlin.
No.
Yes, Carlin was. He's got another drive. He's got 2 drive-throughs. It's going from bad to worse. Webber's pitting meantime. Cuddy's gone by. Webber's pitted for a set of hard.
Softs. No, it's got to be softs. Yeah.
It's been held.
Straight on the softs.
He's going to drop back, but he's on softs, which are miles quicker than hards.
Yeah, he's going to be the one.
Where's he going to come out? Fourth because everyone else behind is pitted.
Wow, what a call! It's the call to make, I think.
He's 4th on soft tyres, fresh softs as well.
I didn't see what for. I'm going to read it on the screen because it's delayed.
I don't think he has. He's still going round.
That's what it said on the stream. Or on the bottom of my screen.
See anything. Have a look. Yes, there's a lot of it. Drive-throughs, but no disqualification, no.
No.
Alright.
Weird.
Oh, jeez, blown. This is blown up. And actually, Primus has pointed out something for Webber. He served his penalty now. He's completely clean.
Yep, he sure is. Meanwhile,
right.
Carl and Quantastrophe, they all have penalties, I believe.
Yeah, big penalties. So that's going to hurt them massively.
He's just got a way of it clearing them and then getting up with Kid Cuddy, possibly.
That was... I don't think that was necessary from Quaker. That started all of that. He didn't have to go make the move on Carlin. I mean, Carlin, yeah, didn't really give him the room, but Carlin's, can defend. But he's clean. Webber, apparently. Yeah, he didn't have to go for the move on that turn 2, and then he spun sideways, and then that caused the avoidance of Porter and Junior, and then From the looks of it, it was just they were going side by side, Maniac and Junior, just the slightest of touches, and Junior's in the wall. Feel really sorry for Junior because he was on for a solid race. So, an interesting scenario here. So the softs are miles quicker. They're nearly 2 seconds quicker. Top notch, and they're fresh softs as well.
Yep, they're going to be flying.
Everyone behind these front three of Cuddy, Gonchastity and Carlin.
They're clean as well. Daniel has one warning, but still playing or has quite a few. But them two, they're looking good for a podium position possibly. Maybe even more.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Gonchastity and Carlin, they have massive penalties. They have 3 penalties, I think, each.
They have,
so,
yeah, they do at least. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're on very worn, hard tyres. Cuddy's fine, I think, in terms of.
Wow,
yeah, those two are going to really struggle here. I knew it. F4 always do it. It's quite a race. They're safe to cover at the end. Unfortunately for Junior, though, he's going to be gutted with that.
Yeah, Junior was doing
really
really
race,
well.
But who? Maniac's 5th. He started 16th, and he's online for a podium.
Yeah,
how does he do
great
it?
Drive from him.
In terms of position gained, he's up 11. Daniel up 9, and he's clean as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems to do it every week, Maniac. No.
Focus on your race, Weber. Focus on the restart. Focus on the restart. Don't need to chat. And the thing he's saying, Cuddy's lagging. It is low on the stream now. You can see there's the red bar in.
Not really, I'm watching him. I haven't seen anything at the moment. It's up to you guys to
same
drive
penalties.
To
Same penalties, please. So Cuddy is clean. Gonchastity and Carlin both have 9 seconds apiece. Weber's now clean because he served his penalty, didn't he?
Yep.
Maniac's clean. Daniel's clean. And I think. Do you want to check Porter as well, just in case?
I can check Porter. I think he's got quite a few down, mate. I don't know if he served his 5 seconds. If he has, then he's only got 3 seconds. Or if he can stay within these front guys, he's going to jump. Quaker has, I believe he has drive-throughs and things to serve, so
I think if
clean
Weber can
well.
clear, I think if Weber or Maniac can both clear Carlin and Gonchastity quickly, they can challenge Cuddy for the win. I'd be very, very surprised because these softs are miles quicker, but they've got to do it. They've got 3 laps to go. Saved Carlin on this lap. Let's see. Cuddy going to get the restart. He needs a really good restart, does Cuddy. On board with Weber. Got to time this perfectly. Cuddy waiting, trying to go out the last corner. It's a good restart. Away we go, we're back racing once again.
The man to be watching is
Weber's make the move.
Weber's already on the back.
Not close enough, Carlin. No, that was a lunge. Taps him sideways. This is a chance for Weber. He's got to clear him.
He's got his nose in front. He should be through. Is Maniac going to be doing the same?
No, crucially, Maniac couldn't. This is the
Gonna
chance
have
for
to
Weber.
Run down into 5. Is he going to do it? No, he isn't. He thought better of it. Good driving. Weber onto Gonchastity, then fresh softs. Getting blue flags, I don't know why. Stupid game.
Oh, Quake Roats has spun it. Oh, he's dropped it. He's at the back. Yeah, Quaker's out of points.
Daniel all over the back of Maniac as well. Really close. Wow.
Got a train of cars there.
Wow, this train.
I've got a couple of laps to go.
Kid Cuddy's got a little buffer to Weber of Gonchastity, and he must be thinking, oh my god, what's going to happen here?
Yeah, the only problem for Webber is because of this CRS saving by everybody, he's got to get the move done on contrastive
He's
now
still going to
into
have the
turn 1.
overspeed of the soft tyres. I think
He's done it.
He's just reserved to
Daniel
accepting it.
Daniel Maniac fighting amongst themselves.
They are.
Ball.
They've been close all lap. Maniac's on the inside. He's got the position.
Yeah, just stays ahead. Bit for
Right.
Maniac. Stay
1
ahead.
and 2. Webber on the softs. You've got to be feeling him a lap and a half. You've got to be going to get one straight at it. While with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Cuddy wide. Into the
Maniac
chicane.
up
If you
11
can...
positions. Wow. Great drive from Maniac. Could be more. Could be more.
I think this is Webber's for the taking. He's got 1 lap to do it, but he's on so much faster tyres, which they are starting to go away. Carlin, another penalty. That's dropped him out of it.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. Maniac up them positions.
Maniac's still holding up. And to be fair, actually, to those guys on hard tyres, they're actually staying quite well.
They are, yeah. Yeah,
There's
so
the
like
chance
you said
that Webber's got
earlier
no
in the
DRS.
race, these softs don't last much more than 2 or 3 laps, and luckily they had them behind the safety. But you can see already he's 5 tenths behind, and the overspeed of the softs ain't really there anymore.
Waller disqualified. No in drive
And is
through.
he going to do it? He's got a lap, less than a lap left now.
Cuddy's got no ARS left. Webber's got a bit. But now he's got very few opportunities to overtake. I think Cuddy might hang on to this, you know.
Down to the line.
I think Webber's pushed just that little bit too hard.
Kid
Penalty!
Cuddy with a 3-second
Penalty for
time
Cuddy!
penalty.
Oh my god!
That is it.
That might drop
Webber
him
can
back
finish
behind
it.
Contrastrophe as well. That's off the podium.
A Maniac.
Might be.
Maniac, if he's within 3 seconds, he could get second. Oh my god, you
Ooh.
called the safety car.
You got to feel for
come
Cuddy in
true.
some ways because he's controlled this race and Webber's going to snatch it.
Yeah, he is going to
Goodness
snatch
me.
it. The question is Maniac going to snatch a podium? Or
I think Cuddy
second
just has
even?
enough for third. But Webber has taken it. Maniac to
gets
third.
third.
Daniel to P4. Contrastrophe and
Carlin.
Carlin's dropped
Maniac
dropped
my driver of the
outside the
day.
points. Carlin's dropped
done.
outside the points.
There can't be a question of doubt that Maniac's the driver of the day. From 16th position onto the podium. Wow.
Why did I know?
Disappointment from
Why
Kid
did I
Cudi.
know?
And Quaker Oats will be like happy and sad at the same time because Kid Cudi didn't get the win.
Yeah, but that's going to be a big hit to his championship. And you know, if he ends up not winning the championship, that mistake right there, getting on to having that spin. Carlin, got to feel for Carlin and Contrastrophe as well. They were on for like 3rd and 4th, even with their penalties potentially. Contrastrophe ended up 8th. Carlin out the points. Junior as well, but how has Mania done that? 3rd from 16th. Daniel from 15th to 4th as well, but driver of the day, Maniac, I would say.
I guess everyone's shouting it in the chat. I thought that was an obvious decision. Wow.
Yeah. So Webber takes the victory from Cuddy in 2nd, Maniac 3rd, Daniel P4 in the house with Connor in 5th, Porter 6th, Kachal 7th, Contrastrophe 8th, Bodder 9th, and Vinny picks up the last point in the Williams. Garland and Quaker Oats 11th and 12th were the only other finishers in this race. Quaker Oats had 26 seconds of penalties. Several drivers you've got to feel sorry for. They're top notch.
Lads.
Yeah, several drivers you've got to feel sorry for there. Junior had a solid race up until that point. Cuddy in complete control, has to be said, until that safety car is just taken away from him. But that penalty on that last lap cost him. Too far on the inside of the chicane.
Yep, thought he was going to be able to hold it off there. But that just goes to show anything can happen.
Oh, forgot to scroll. Forgot to scroll the results and all that. So I apologise. I should have done that there. Right. Okay, so this out.
You can take the box for us, boys.
Yeah. Take the box, please. Right, if I do third, you do second, I do first.
Yeah, it's fine by me, mate.
Okay. So, after, well, not as chaotic as the last few weeks, I guess, but still it had its last moment safety car, as F4 always do, and here we have the top three. So we get to third place. First of all, RSF1 Maniac. How on earth have you done that?
Hi again. It weren't easy. I'm not, to be completely honest. I don't even really know where to begin, to be honest with you.
Well, you had. I mean, let's face it. Obviously, the safety car has brought you on to this podium late on, and obviously we saw what happened that triggered it. But even before then, you were in the points anyway, so it was still a very good recovery considering the qualifying. Would you have been happy with, like, to be between 6th and 8th, I think, with penalties?
If I'm honest,
I mean, obviously you're very happy with third.
Yeah, oh no, I'm over the moon with it. My engineer Timmer was engineering me in Bodo. Obviously, he told me if I could just keep it clean for the last two corners, I might have got second. But at that point, I was quite content with third. I found that I had some pretty overall decent pace with the medium and the hards, which allowed me to catch most drivers. It did help quite a lot that Junior was fighting with, I think it was Daniel, for like most of the race. So I was able to gain just every lap. I was getting like 4 to 5 tenths out of them. And then obviously Quaker Oats spun the car, which almost had me completely collide into him. But obviously Junior had to completely brake and avoid him. And I kind of jumped on the opportunity of him going wide. So the situation, when I say it's funny, it's not funny, but it reminds me of the Silverstone situation with me and Primus, where I went round obviously outside as far left as I could possibly go. Obviously I was very much on the curb, like all four wheels, just in the limits, and it was just unfortunate that obviously too wide going through there doesn't always work, and unfortunately Junior kind of just lost their car and got pushed into a wall.
Yeah,
which obviously caused the safety car.
Yeah, I mean, from what I saw on the stream, you obviously were going side by side, and the lightest of touches just them into the wall. I don't think there was anything, malicious.
No, of course not. Like, I mean, like.
No, but in terms of your championship aspirations, obviously, with Quaker's unfortunate end to that race, you've benefited the most from that. Now move into second place in the championship, and you only lost 3 points on Cuddy, so I believe with 12 going into this race, I believe you are now 15 points behind Cuddy going into Belgium. What do you think of your chances going into Belgium now? Obviously, obviously, by the looks of it, Cuddy's good in qualifying, but you never know in the race.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't know what it is, but just like you said last week, and it's just consistency. But it seems to be very much on my side at the moment, and I'm just managing to keep myself out of trouble, and being able to jump on opportunities that other people aren't so fortunate to get hold of. Regarding Belgium, it's quite the same for me like Hungary. I'm not the most confident in it, but let's just hope that once again I get to have a nice clean race, no penalties, and just kind of work around other people.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah,
but again, another good podium for you. I think it's like your 5th or 6th podium. Shows the championship you're having at the moment. Still waiting on that win.
Yep.
But I reckon it will come at some point, but we'll see.
Hopefully so.
But
Thank you
well
very
done.
much.
Moving on to 2nd place with Top Notch. Oh, you got a driver of the day, by the way, Maniac.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yay, another one.
Thank
On
you,
to 2nd with Top Notch.
Thank you, Brundle, and well done there, Maniac, mate. And
Thanks, buddy.
on to 2nd, Kid Cuddy. You gotta be disappointed with that result, mate. You owned that race from the 99.95% of it, I think, something like that. And just a little bit unlucky at the end, but a good podium from yourself and some good points onto the championship lead. So you got to be happy overall.
Yeah, that was harsh. Yeah, well done to Maniac and Weber. Yeah, I mean, at least I got 2nd, I suppose. As soon as that safety car come out, I just knew something was going to happen, and yeah, that's harsh. But yeah, I'm happy with 2nd, and yeah, apart from that, it was quite a good race.
Yeah, you had the pace, certainly, mate. I think you were 4 or 5 tenths away in qualifying, but there was always that possibility something can happen. How do you feel going forward onto Spa?
That's probably I got to do a bit of practice on Spa. I'm not really. I know it's quite a long lap, so hopefully just if I can keep in the points and the podium and just get a little run going, because at the minute I seem to be doing like well 1 race, bad 1 race, well 2 races, bad 2 races. So hopefully I can just keep the consistency from this race now.
Yeah, I think we've seen that. And just wanted to ask you, was this your favourite track? Or
Yeah,
have you got better
probably.
tracks? This was your favourite?
It wasn't my favourite until practice this week. Then I realised I was actually quite good at it. So yeah, it turned into my favourite after that.
Cool. Yeah, just wondered that, and I'll pass it back to Brandon. But good race, mate.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, on to our winner, Cecil Weber. Your 1st win this season, I believe.
First podium, even.
Must be first podium and 1st win.
Yeah.
Obviously you benefited the most from that safety cars, but again, you had to be in the right place at the right time. And you pitted to go on the soft tyres, and I thought you had that big chance, and it seemed that you weren't going to get past Cuddy on that last lap, even though you got past Carlin and Catastrophe as well. And until Cuddy got a penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But again, you were in the right place. You kept it clean, apart from the speeding in the pit lane thing that you had. Was it your intention straight away under the safety car to pit for the sauce, or were you considering staying out and keeping track position?
I mean, as soon as I was thinking in my head, if a safety car comes out, I've got to go onto the softs, because I know people behind me will pit onto the softs, and I've obviously got this 5-second penalty. And so if I didn't pit, then I probably would have finished maybe 5th, 6th or something like that. So I kind of had to pit. Came out in 4th, knowing that the other 2 in front of me had like 9 seconds worth of pens, I think it was. And so I knew I would have been in like a net 2nd anyway, so I haven't lost anything. All I would have done is served my 5 seconds, what I did, and then pushed Cuddy at the end. His speed along the straight, I was surprised with on them hard tyres. He was very quick. I mean, I was on max fuel and overtake ERS, and I only gained a slight bit, but then kept pushing, and then, well, he just braked too late into the chicane, and then, yeah, I didn't have any penalties, which was good, because I didn't think I even had a warning, to be honest. I got a warning on the last lap on the chicane where Cuddy picked up a 3-second, but I was just really pushing them. But shout out to Cuddy, bossed that race, probably deserved the win as well, so unlucky man.
Well, you said in the chat actually before we started the race that you were going to be in turn 1 on the first lap, and you, all credit to you, you backed it up, and you did get the better start and led for a lap or two before Cuddy got by. Obviously F4 keep providing with the late safety cars. It was a quiet race up until that point. What are your thoughts going forward to Belgium? It seems lately over the last couple of weeks you are getting qualifying all together. Do you reckon you can challenge up at the front once again?
Yeah, I mean, it is always my qualifying pace that normally lets me down. I normally get into Q3, but then it's like I'm normally hitting like that 10th, 8th, 9th kind of area, and it's hindered me from race starts. But getting on the front row of the grid there was nice. I mean, I always seem to do well off race starts and get a good getaway. That's why I was confident of myself getting down into turn 1 in front. And then obviously he made the move a lap later after the virtual, which was a late move, but a good one nevertheless. Moving forward to Belgium, I mean, it's a long track. It's qualifying will be interesting because to keep consistent over a 1 minute from like 40 seconds is tough. So it'll be a real test, Belgium, for everyone, I think. It's not a great track for myself, but it's not a weak one either. But Monza, I love Monza, and Russia's my best track, so still got them both to come, which is promising for the future.
That's what I was going to say to you, Webber. Having raced you in the past and knowing that you're pretty quick and later on in the season, like Russia and some of the later tracks, I know that you had some really good pace rounds. So do you gain a bit of confidence here? And Kid Cuddy saying this is his perhaps favourite track?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my best tracks have really come yet. I mean, I love Europe the most in terms of the like good races in a row, but like Monza's just such a fun track, and then Russia's so many high-speed corners, and I'm looking forward to both of them because I think I've got a very good chance in getting some good results after picking up race wins there in CCRL, which is a good confidence going forward, which is nice.
Yeah, he left me around Russia, so
yeah.
Yeah, he's a fast one around Russia, I know that. Sorry, Brundle,
Alright.
just thought I'd ask that.
Yes, no problem. No problem. It's fine. Perfectly, it's good information with me as well. But yeah, congratulations, your first podium of the season and your first win. So
Yeah, thank you very much, and well done
maybe
to
there's-
Maniac and Cuddy as well.
I appreciate it.
maybe there's more on the horizon for Weber, but good. Right, so yeah, I was getting worried for a second there, Top Notch. It was very quiet into the last several laps. There was battling, of course, but in terms of F4, that was quite quiet. But once again, safety car again. Like pretty much every race, there's going to be people that want to put this race behind them, but they will be back, of course, to Belgium. What we thinking looking ahead to Belgium, Top Notch? It is a driver's track, isn't it? As Weber mentioned, it's very difficult to be very consistent around Spa. The definite potential for another crazy race have we seen before.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this F4 season. I think that's going to close up quite a bit and give us a good end to the season. They seem to be quite close at the front, so all to play for.
Yep. F4 will be back next week for the circuit the Spa-Francorchamps, the Belgium track. Very, very long track, so yeah, it could be very, very different to what we've seen today. But that's been it for Hungary this week. Obviously, we've got a few more races of Hungary. Got the F1 boys going around tomorrow, and then F5 will be on the Wednesday, and then F3 will be rounding it off on the Thursday. And then the first race around Belgium will be on the Sunday. But make sure you join us back next week to see another chapter in the F4 Championship. So my name has been RSF1 Bundle. I've been joined by Top Notch in the commentary box. Your top three today: RSF1 Maniac in the Toro Rosso, second Kid Cudi in the Red Bull, first to Cesar Weber in the Mercedes. Driver of the day, Maniac. Once again, stay safe and keep well, and we'll see you next time.